Bianca smash! Welcome to Homemade Movies. This episode, Jurassic World. Here's how we made it. You ready? Pumped up?
Light it up!
For Chris Pratt, we have our friend Lawrence coming in, and he was actually in our homemade Sin City. You helped out with
Mad
miniatures
Max.
on Mad Max, and then he was Philip Seymour Hoffman in Mockingjay. He's a homemade movies veteran. For Bryce Dallas Howard, we are bringing back Jenna, who was just in Frozen. She's played Anna in Frozen, so she's back.
Hi again.
For Vincent D'Onofrio, we got our buddy Johnny.
If there's anything that homemade movies consumes, it's cardboards and facial hair.
So Henry Wu is back in Jurassic World, and we got Brian back. And he was Liu Kang in Mortal Kombat, so check that out. This is Jonathan. He's playing one of the teenagers, and he's also making raptor toes.
Hello.
We had to modify our design a little bit for the how-to, and the build in the how-to, it still works. It's still a functioning rig. It's just we realized that we can't move around as quickly as we need to, so we kind of modified it, created a more of a puppet's head rather than the mechanism that we built in the how-to episode. And we're actually going to use that dinosaur that we made in the how-to episode as our hybrid dinosaur that chases Chris Pratt around. So she's still in the trailer, just as a different part. That is one big pile of dinosaurs.
Getting ready for the raptor shots.
Grabs that.
That looks pretty good, honestly.
Welcome to the tiny Jurassic World. Little tiny miniature, little tiny cars, all made out of cardboard. A lot of our dinosaur kits came with fake trees. We just had probably the most fun we've ever had shopping. We just went out and bought a ton of dinosaurs. We have a guest star cameo in this one. Hey guys, glad to be here. We went a little crazy with the dinosaurs, I think. More dinosaurs!
I want one.
Got all of our raptors on sticks here, ready to go. It's tricky because it's a lot of timing and they run really quick. But we've got Bianca on one here, and we got our friend Mark over here on two. Get your raptor on a stick. Helping us out in art department stuff is Mark. He's super awesome. They say we don't have enough guns.
You gotta be able to relate to at least one of those things.
And then Chris Pratt's on his knees. So I'm making the legendary logo entirely out of bendy straws.
And that goat there is actually a wolf that we've kind of modified a little bit. And then the big log that has miniatures in it, it's just a rolled up piece of cardboard.
For this shot, we're putting the two brothers on wires, and Mark's gonna operate those, and then Bianca's gonna operate Rex. Pops his head up. The shark dinosaur, we've got little bits of shark tail. This guy here that Mark made. Yeah. We got the shot of the spine, I'm assuming of a dinosaur in a jar. We just so happen to have this like medical student spine model. So Mark just rigged this thing up with wires, and then he also made a straw mechanism with holes all along the bottom part so that when he blows in it, it bubbles. Bianca's making very, very small kids for our gyrosphere. There's a shot of just the dinosaur's eye, and I'm gonna make a 2D face, and then we're gonna have a ping pong ball for the eye. In the shot where the scratches, we're actually gonna shoot this on the driveway, and so everybody's gonna be laying on their stomachs, and Lawrence is gonna be laying on his side. That was ridiculous.
So in this shot, Chris Pratt and I, we're gonna be back here. The dinosaur's gonna fall in there. We're gonna go a little, oh! And we act real scared, and then we're gonna cut.
It's just that easy. We have a lot of monitors in the background, and Mark had the really funny idea of doing all coloring book pages. We found these at the dollar store. We're gonna have a bunch of dinosaur pictures back there. Such a pretty picture, Bianca. I'm gonna put it up on the fridge.
Thank you.
Swapping positions, we got Jonathan standing in for Claire. I'm the tech guy. Bianca's the guy in the suit, as we've been calling him. This newfangled dinosaur that they've created has longer arms than a T-Rex, so I've made a fake arm just out of some gaff tape. Action. For this shot, we have a little monitor action going on here. So we have a red vital signs here, which are actually red ropes that are going into a hole cut into the black fabric, and then John pulls those out. And then Bianca's just flashing a flashlight to light up the heartbeats. We got this trench here that Bianca set up, fake plants and everything. Bianca, who's gonna lay on a skateboard and perform the feat. Gonna be doing, yeah, just like that. We couldn't get the reflection trick to work with this shot, so what we're doing is we're actually gonna have a piece of plexi in front of me and John, and Bianca's gonna be on the other side of the dinosaur, but we're gonna look backwards towards camera. You guys knew it was gonna happen. I'm wearing a wig. Again, I look like someone's mom. All right, kids, let's go to Jurassic World. This is for the interior of the gyrosphere. There's a few shots, so we're gonna use a hula hoop. Jonathan's actually younger than me, but he's playing my older brother, so never had an older brother. Acting! For the gyrosphere, we are using a little ping pong ball. We didn't paint the kids in there because that would be kind of difficult to paint a 360 view on the surface of this ping pong ball. So Mark painted the blur on here. One of these shots, the dinosaur's hand reaches in and grabs one of the army guys. So Bianca's hand is gonna reach in and grab the G.I. Joe, and then our little snapper dinosaur is gonna be in the foreground. For this shot, we're gonna shoot it outside.
High five.
Yeah.
So for this shot, we've got a bunch of flashlights here. I'm actually holding on to a gun, and that's supposed to be the handlebars of this three-wheeler that I'm on. Flashlights here, flashlights there.
Wow. Mark rigged up all of the doors so that he can...
It's adorable.
It's... We're doing some test runs just to make sure we can get the timing and positions and stuff just right. Playing around with dinosaur heads. Into the dinosaur. A couple explosion shots. Mark rigged up these paper explosions on wires. That is going to be the wall that the helicopter crashes into. It's a candy lid. So this was a lid that came off of a box of chocolates that we got from our Aunt Lori. So thanks, Lori. So we got that big shot towards the end where the helicopter crashes through the dome. So we're going to be shooting that inside of a laundry basket. This is a very complicated miniature we have going on. Lots of people with wires and dinosaurs. Bianca on helicopter, and then Eddie has the explosion, but Eddie also has his other arm operating a pterodactyl, while at the same time I'm shooting and I'm operating the second pterodactyl that goes by. Mark here is operating Rex, and Rex is rigged up to a fishing wire on his hand so that his mouth can open. We've done, I don't know, maybe how many takes so far? Boop. Oh, I lost his head. Boop. Ah! Boop. Sorry, I drifted. 4. Oh, just lost battery. Boop. Let's do one more. Boop. 4. Sorry, I got stuck on it. That was close. Let's do one more. Boop. Yeah, that was it.
We got it all in one take. They don't know.
Oh yeah, we got it in one take. Setting up a quick shot with a lot of Jurassic World toys and t-shirts and stuff. So we got a lot of our dinosaur toys and some of my collectible figures, not toys. Mark made this awesome ambulance. Yeah, that was great. Hey, it looks like Elvis is in there. There are some of the flying dinosaurs. We don't have any of those, so I'm gonna actually modify all of these little ones that we got at the 99-cent store. Pterodactyls are flying around all over the place, and you really only see one fly by, so we're gonna build a big pterodactyl. Wings made out of tarp with a dowel running through it. We're gonna attach that to a 2D pterodactyl, and if any of you guys know who this is, you get extra points. Hey, Pee-wee! This is the last shot of the trailer. We've got the Sharkosaurus. He's poking out of a hole in the sheet. And then I'm gonna operate a little pterodactyl here. Today in Jurassic World news, dinosaurs.
This is like a weird band cover, band photo shoot.
Talking about animals here.
So serious.
It's a dinosaur, it's a dinosaur.
In Jurassic Park, scary in the dark. I hope I don't get eaten.
Dun 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 dun.
What are those scientists doing back there? Staring at the door.
How's your homemade movies
It
experience?
was incredible. I'm so grateful to be here. I love you guys. I just admire what you do so much. It's incredible.
My hair's stuck. And that is how you make a homemade Jurassic World trailer. Thanks to everyone who came over and helped out. This was a lot of fun. It took a lot of people to make it happen. Make sure to check out our video in the link below, as well as the side-by-side comparison with the original. And find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And subscribe to CineFix for more episodes of homemade movies. That's this show every other Tuesday.